From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 13th, 2016. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu embarked on two historic visits today. Netanyahu left Israel for Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan. It will be the first visit by an Israeli Prime Minister to Kazakhstan and the second to Azerbaijan. Netanyahu told reporters at Ben Gurion Airport this morning that these are two large and significant countries in the Muslim world, and our goal is to strengthen diplomatic, security, and economic ties with them. He said, "My intention is first and foremost not to dismantle the wall of isolation around Israel. That," he said, "is already happening. It is to end the automatic majority against Israel in the UN." The Prime Minister met with President of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, today, and the two leaders signed bilateral agreements. Netanyahu said in a joint press conference, "The world sees so much intolerance and darkness. This is an example of how the Muslim-Jewish relationship can and should be everywhere." Netanyahu will meet with Jewish community leaders in Azerbaijan before heading to Kazakhstan tomorrow. The American-made F-35 fighter jets landed in Israel last night after a slight delay. As we reported to you, the stealth aircraft were set to arrive in the afternoon, but due to heavy fog in Italy, they landed several hours later at the Nevatim Air Force Base in southern Israel, accompanied by Israeli Air Force fighter pilots.
We, the fighter pilots of the Israeli Air Force, are proud to escort the first Adir aircraft on their first landing on Israeli ground.
U.S. Secretary of Defense Ash Carter addressed the welcoming ceremony for the aircraft, where he reaffirmed the U.S.-Israel relationship and military cooperation.
These F-35 stealth fighters are the first of 50 aircraft that will help build the future of the Israeli Air Force. The United States is committed to providing Israel with the most advanced military capables, critical not only to ensure Israel can defend itself, but also to maintain its qualitative military edge. And as of today, Israel is our first and only friend in the region that's flying F-35. And it's my honor to be here marking the delivery of these planes, the Adir, to America's closest friend and ally in the region.
And Prime Minister Netanyahu expressed his gratitude for the advanced jets known as Adir in Israel and echoed the sentiment of the strong bond between the two countries.
And I wish to thank as well, on behalf of all the people of Israel, President Obama, the American Congress, and the American people. Israel is your best and your most reliable ally in the Middle East, in my opinion, beyond the Middle East. We will always remain so. Thank you.
Israel's President Reuven Rivlin placed the Israel Air Force emblem of the Star of David on the planes in a symbolic gesture of them joining the IAF and becoming part of Israel's military defense. And the IDF released video today showing the very first flights of the Adir in Israel. An Arab-Israeli woman tried to carry out a car-ramming attack today in the West Bank. The woman, said to be 31 years of age and a resident of the Beit Hanina neighborhood of East Jerusalem, is said to have driven a vehicle at high speed into a security checkpoint at the Kalandia crossing. Israeli troops followed protocol and fired their weapons in the air as a warning for the vehicle to stop. The woman then got out of her car shouting Allahu Akbar, God is great in Arabic, and was then subdued by security guards at the checkpoint and arrested. The woman was also found to have a knife on her. She was unharmed and there were no injuries in the would-be terror attack. A museum honoring non-Jews who risked their lives to save Jews during the Holocaust will open in 2018 in Poland. The innovative museum will be located in the center of Warsaw under the auspices of the TSKZ Cultural Association of Polish Jewry and the group From the Depths. It will feature interactive 3D videos and advanced technology, allowing visitors to have, in some cases, posthumous conversations with many of the righteous among the nations, those who risked their lives to save Jews during the Holocaust. And looking now at some entertainment news, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association announced the nominees for the Golden Globe Awards yesterday. Some Jewish nominees include Israeli-born Natalie Portman for her portrayal of Jackie Kennedy in the film Jackie, Jonah Hill for the movie War Dogs, Rachel Bloom for TV's Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, Jeffrey Tambor for Transparent, and Evan Rachel Wood for Westworld. The awards will be presented on January the 8th of next year. And turning now to our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, December the 13th. At 7 o'clock, President of the Shalom Hartman Institute in North America, Yehuda Kurtzer, speaks on the meaning of modern Israel. At 8, former U.S. Ambassador to Israel Dan Kurtzer talks about global threats and how they can be effectively combated in a program of the University of Connecticut. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Israeli journalist Ari Shavit on L'chaim. And at 10, longtime bureau chief of the New York Times in Jerusalem, Jody Rudorin, discusses her experiences covering the Arab-Israeli conflict. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, it's In the News with Mark Golub. And that's the JBS News Update for Tuesday, December the 13th, 2016. I'm Teisha Bader.